Hello, this is Eitel from WebScripto, and today we're going to have a look at your website that you've received from WebScripto. After all the planning, after all the building, the creation, mixing and matching, and finalizing your website, it's time for you to take ownership of that website. So we are going to give you a very brief introduction into receiving your website, what you need to do about it, what you need to do first, and how to set you up as an administrator of your new website. So without further ado, I'm going to open up a website, and you will see that we are using in our tutorial today our own website, WebScripto, as an example. Your website will obviously look much different to this, but the principles that we are going to apply here today are the same. Now, every WordPress website, it's important to realize and understand that there are two sides to your website. The front end, which is what your visitors will see, and which is what we are actually currently seeing on the screen. This is the front end of the website. Then the website also have a back end. Now this is where the administrator or the website owner go when they need to perform any function on their website. So when you receive your website, you will also have this access area, which we call the administrators panel, or some people refer to it as the back end of the website. Now you can see here in the URL bar, as I've said, we have used WebScripto as an example for this tutorial. Now you can see the link here, www.webscripto.co.za, and added to that we have a /wp-login.php, or that may also be wp-admin. They will both take you to the same area, which is where the administrator or any other person that perform a function on this website will get access to. In this case, I've created a silly username, exercise user, as this is only for demonstration purposes. Now I've already included or added the password here, so all we need to do is log in. If you want to have WordPress remember you, you can click this button and you don't have to put in your username and password every time. I'm actually advising against that. I'm using a different type of software to store my passwords. It's not a good thing for WordPress to do it itself, but that is a discussion for a different day. So let's just log in so that we can have a good look at the back end. As the web page is opening, it opens on the server where your website has been created. So it may take some time on a slow server. I'm going to cancel here because I don't want my software to store that password. There's no need for me to store it. This is just an example. What we have on the screen here is the dashboard. Now the dashboard gives you a very brief, if I scroll down, a brief overview of what is happening on your website. As you can see here, we are using a plugin called Wordpress, which is a safety plugin that secures a website. I can shift this to wherever I want it to, so that I can have an overview of my website at a moment's notice. Now, we are not going to concentrate on the dashboard area here per se today, but this is a very important tool, and we will definitely have a look at it in future, specifically if you run an online store and you would like to see whether there are new purchases, whether there are low stock levels. It's a very informative area of the website which you will learn to appreciate. But for today, we are only looking at the menu on the left hand side. Now everything that you want to do in your website, every change, every addition, every amendment will be done from this area on the left. You can see here, if we hover over post, it gives me a list are things that I can do. I can have a look at all my posts that we have created. I can add a new post. We can create categories or even tags. And this is the same for media. If you want to add media to your library, which is a database, you can do it from this area. If you want to create a new page or look at all the pages, you can hover over pages and see which functions you can perform. Now the same can be said for each and every menu item. I just have to tell you that the length of this menu on your left hand side, it will differ from website to website. It all depends on the functions that you have in your website, and in WordPress, functions are normally provided by means of plugins. So yours may be very short in comparison to this, but it may grow in length as your website is upscaled up or new features are being built into your website. This length may differ from one website to the other. The only thing that I want to mention before we come to the end of this quick tutorial is you will notice here that WordPress is immediately telling me or advising me that there are 3 updates. Now, this is what I like about WordPress. It tells you as the user everything you need to know in one area. You don't need to jump around through various areas to find out what you need to do or what problems there may be with your website. In this case, there are 3 updates, which I will have a look at after I finalize this tutorial. But take the time, just hover over these menu items and see what WordPress offers you. In later tutorials, we will deal with them one by one. So for the time being, thank you for watching. I appreciate having you. And until next time, take care. Bye-bye.